Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, so I am coming just a moment. I think I had to learn the hard way. I had to really learn it the hard way not to use um, Vodafone to stream. Yeah, so right now my network is pretty bad. It's bad. It's bad. I'm monitoring it on my laptop and then it is at the red zone. I'm also monitoring it on my phone here, and this is really like it is really back. So I'm just wondering how it will look like if I even do anything. I have to use my router, sorry, my Wi-Fi. Yes. So we will be beginning very soon. I just have to make some adjustments before we begin. So please bear with me. Okay, yeah, so I'm making the corrections, then we'll begin. So we'll be starting very soon. So if you're watching this, please don't leave, don't leave. Yeah, hello, hello. So I'm trying to make adjustments, but then it seems that it isn't really working out. But that is our and then make these adjustments and it take a very long time. So I'm going to try and stream like this. I'm moving at 1 megabyte per second, and that's really bad. The network is showing crazy low here, but then me monitoring it on my phone, it is actually showing that it is going like I can see it streaming, but then it is lagging, like it's way back compared to where I am right now. Looking at the stream, is really way back, but then we are just going to take it like that, and then we'll move into the video straight forward. This is supposed to last about 30 minutes. It won't take long at all. I'm to show you some tricks, some tips. You'll see my face very soon. I think we'll be beginning now. Yeah, please bear with me. Hello, hello. So this is me here. Some corrections have to be made obviously before you will be able to get me at where I want to be. But then I should have made those before starting the recording. So let me adjust this properly so that I wouldn't get any false things here. So I have to make sure that everything is alright for you. And we'll be starting this stream very soon. This is our first stream. Uh, if you are here, I know the only person that would be here is myself because I'm using my other phone to monitor everything whilst I'm monitoring it here too. This is just monitoring the output for me. I want to see how everything is going. I didn't need to log in onto my website, the YouTube profile account, for me to do anything. I just had to log in on OBS and I'm doing everything here. So we'll be beginning very soon. Let me just make sure that everything is all right for you, then we'll begin. So till then, please hold on for me. I will begin in the next 5 minutes, hopefully. So I want to do some color correction just to make sure that everything is all right. Wow, I can't believe this. Yeah, so this should be it. This should be it. There's my main monitor here, and that's where we are going to be doing all the work at. I made the main monitor, so I'm just trying to make sure that everything is all right for you guys, so you will be able to see me properly. Mm. Yeah, we'll be spending 30 minutes here, at least 30 minutes here. So let's just make sure that everything is all right. Okay, I'm making some adjustments. Okay, there's a lot of frame jobs here, but then we are still going to shoot either ways. So let's get into the video. Let's just get into it straight forward. This is the first video. I just hope that I'll be able to improve from here because it's just really bad. Okay. So first of all, let me just make sure that everything is okay. I am Jehiel and welcome to the channel where we deliver tech tips and we explain how everyday devices work. If you are new to this channel and you haven't subscribed, please do so, and also hit the notification bell icon so that when I release new videos you'll be notified, and without wasting any time, before you wasted time, but then without wasting any time at all, let's just get into the video.
Is it on?
Yeah, that was very quick. Okay, so I just want to try and wait a bit, at least for like 3 to 5 minutes. I want to see the amount of people that would come. Let me just see if I'll get anyone here before we begin. At least 2 or 3 people. I already broadcasted it to some people that I'll be streaming. I just hope that they are here. So let's just see how everything will be going. Cause I really want this to be a success at least. So, hello. Mm. Yeah, we are still getting frame jobs. We are still getting frame jobs. I'm just trying to move this thing from where it is. I want to move it down here so that I'll be able to see what is going on. So we'll be starting very soon. And I think I have waited long enough. I've waited long enough. I'm just hoping that we get enough people. I can react to stuff. Okay, so let's begin into the tutorial. This whole tutorial, this live session is to be able to help you guys to move about on your devices. So I'll be giving you tips, I'll be giving you explanatory videos on how your devices work, and I'll also be giving you some tutorials for the people, for the subscribers. Yeah, it's actually as simple as that. So because I've noticed that it's not everyone that is able to use their devices to their full potential. People only buy their devices so that they can just use it for basic school stuff, or just movies, or just something entertainment, academics, or something. But then it can be used for a lot of things, and you don't know about it. So this video is just to help you to get around your device properly. So now for this video, we have actually noticed that our laptops run slow. Even right now, I haven't shut down my laptop or restarted my laptop for 3 days now, and then I opened OBS, and that's probably the main reason for my lateness. OBS was running slow basically, so I had to do something about it. I had to make sure that everything was all right, so I had to close OBS, reopen it, and then here we are. So we are all prone to this kind of problem of our PCs running slow, but then with some people it is actually too much, in the sense that it happens regularly, and it could be for a lot of reasons, honestly, and I'll be sharing that with you in this video. So let me just get rid of the secondary display. We'll be moving into the secondary display, then I'll show you a few things. Please don't freak out if you see my display is just so messy. So we'll be moving to our secondary display, and this is what we've got. So we'll be working with this. So basically, we are going to be starting with our first. Before I even begin this, if your PC is running slow, it could be because of two main reasons, and this could be either from your hardware or your software. You should just know that, because that is what the PC is made of: hardware and software. The hardware isn't really a lot, so we are going to deal with the software first, then we'll deal with the hardware. So I'm actually still monitoring to see if people are around here. So first of all, with the hardware, we are going to be doing temporary files. I'm going to show you how to delete temporary files on your laptop. The thing about temporary files is that they are stored in your cache memory, and these temporary files are there so that, let's see, assuming I am running OBS right now and I decide to close OBS is a streaming platform. So when I close OBS now, there are some temporary files that just save in the cache, so that when I want to open OBS later in the day and then I am opening it, it doesn't give the PC a lot of problems, so it reopens it for you. And now all these are just there. The temporary files, they would happen and they become a lot, so you should know how to deal with it. So first, we are going to go on our keyboard, and then we'll press Windows plus R. This is just at the corner here, in case you can't see it. Please, I've brought it to the top. So with Windows plus R, we are going to delete the temporary file. So basically, we'll do the normal one, TEMP. This is going to open up a folder for you. There we go. So now you see that there are a lot of files here. We'll be opening two different types of temporary folders. So this one is the first one. All you have to do is to Control A selects all the folders and files in that folder. It's actually in the folder subfolders. Then when you finish, hold on to your shift key, and then look for the delete key at the top part of your top part of your keyboard, and then you just click it. When you click it, it asks you that, do you want to delete the files permanently? Then you say yes. Then it runs through the process for you. If this comes up here, oh sorry, let me bring it back quickly. If this comes here, it means that those files are currently in use, so you can't delete it. So with those ones, don't touch them at all. So we are going to press skip. We are going to skip it. You can choose to do this for all of the other files, and then you just skip all of them. So you keep skipping, do this, skip. So it skips everything, and then voila, you are done. It's as simple as that. So with these ones, they are currently in use, so you can't delete them. Even if you try it again, you still can't delete them. So we'll cancel it, then we close this folder. Now we are going to do it again. So we'll press the same Windows key plus R. This brings the run dialog box. So with this temp, we'll rather use the percentage sign. And for all of those who don't know, it's the percentage sign is at the number 5 on your number this row on top of the keyboard. So you press shift number 5, shift plus number 5 to get the percentage file, the percentage symbol. Then we'll type the same temp. Here. I've already got it here. Then I'll just do it again, and I bring the percentage sign on it. Then we'll just press OK, and that folder is opening. There we go. See, all of these are temporary files, and then they are just there. It's unending, and it's a lot. And all of these are stored in cache. So you should delete them. It's the PC doesn't need it again, unless you want to keep them so that you can get your PC running faster or opening files faster for you. This is just wasting storage on your device. So we are going to delete everything again using shift delete. Then it deletes. We press yes, and then there we go. It is running through the process. It's as simple as that. Okay, so we wait for it to finish. Oh, it's actually really fast. And then yeah, there we go. It is actually done. So this is deleting temporary files. It's as simple as that. I am actually still running low in terms of my network speed, but then I hope you'll be able to watch this video and get the best out of it. I'm still not seeing any comments in the comment section. Please, if you're watching this live, let me know what you think about this procedure or the procedures that you've watched so far. Let me know if you are here. Please respond in the comment section so that I'm not wasting my time. Oh my god, this is just so sad. Seriously, I've actually still gotten only one view. This is really sad. This is actually really sad. Oh my god. Well, I just think I just have to do better. So again, you see some residue. This means that you can't delete them because they are currently in use, and I'm sure some of them would be for OBS. Is there? This action can't be completed because the file is open in Adobe IPC Broker. They have been telling you this is from IOP. You skip it again, they tell you another one, Node.js. You continue, they tell you another one, they continue, and it goes on and on and on. IDM, that's Internet Download Manager. I actually used it right now, and I'm sure it is open. If you check here, you see that it is open. You come here and then you see your open. There we go. See, you see it's currently open. So if I want to close it, I just right click and exit. So if I try it again, it should, okay, still nowhere. Okay, yes, it just closed. It's closed, and another one came. You see, so it means that these ones are currently in use, and you see they are building up again. So it means that they are actually still in use. So you can't delete these ones. So those are for temporary files, and I am still live, and there is no one on my live. Only one person watching, and that person is me. Let's just see how this goes. So we are going to be moving on to the next one right now. So there we go. The next one is to be able to disk defragmentation. Let me quickly explain this defragmentation to you. So with this defragmentation, let's take it as this paper. I don't need, let me go into full view here. There we go. So this is the paper. So if we had this paper like this, and then I had a lot of things saved in it, in this particular paper, and this paper is an integrated file. Let's say I continue adding more files onto this paper, which is my storage device. When I keep adding files and taking away files, this paper has been grouped or organized in a nice way. But then the more I keep deleting files and putting files inside and messing everything up, now all the files are just messed up onto like my storage device, which is this paper here. So assuming I want to play a video, and then I go into the file and I'm like, I want to play this particular video, you notice that your PC would run slow because your operating system is being run on the storage device, which is in your laptop or your PC, your personal computer, your desktop or anything. So if I am trying to retrieve a file or run a file, it will run slow because that file is in a particular place where my PC can't reach because of how messed up everything is. So to now go search and find that file, and it's going to take a lot of time. So what disk defragmentation does, it's in its name, it's going to defrag. When it is in fragments, it's that it's in pieces, it's all over. The sector of your storage device is just so messed up. So what disk defragmentation does is that it's what organizes the whole storage device for you. You will not physically see it, but then it's happening in the sectors of your drive. So the fragmentation is going to put everything in order for you. So that's something you should know. So if everything is messed up on my paper and things, disk defragmentation is going to organize and arrange everything for me so that when I want to access a particular file, it can find it easily. So I'm going to show you how to do disk defragmentation. So first of all, you go to your start menu, and all you need to do is just to type defragment. Just type defragment. There we go. See it here. Defragment and optimize your drive. So I'm going to click on it. It's going to open right here, and then here you go. So when you even get this, you'll be able to, oh fuck my eyes, yeah, you will be able to see the kind of drive that you are moving with and all of that. So this is Windows C. I have created partitions. We will talk about partitions partitions later in the video. So this is it. We are going to optimize. First we'll analyze, then we'll optimize, but then we can optimize straightforward and to analyze for you. So we'll start optimizing to be doing this stuff, then we'll come again to my next one, which is D, then we'll optimize. And if you want to know whether you are running a hard disk or a solid state drive, you just come here and then you see media type, then they'll show you hard disk or storage, whatever. And here these are hard disk drives. And when we get to the hardware aspect of this video, I'll explain why hard disk drives aren't the best for you. Even though they work, I'll explain to you why they aren't the best for you. Yeah, so it is running. It's going to take a very long time. It's going to take a very long time for it to finish, but then it is doing its job. And here you go to, I'll optimize this one. So it is optimizing for you. It goes through a lot of process depending on how messed up your storage device is. So it's going to take some time, but then it will finish. So right now I'm going to leave this one to run in the background whilst we move on to our next video. So is okay. Whilst we move on to the next tutorial, basically, so the next one here we have deleting or stopping background processes. So I'm going to open system, the taskbar for you, the task manager. Yes, Walter corrected me on this sometime. I made a mistake. Okay, so now here we are. You can see all the processes or all the softwares that are running right now. I can come here and then you see the statistics of my hardware, like everything. So here you have my CPU. You have the CPU. There's the basic what components that runs your equipment and everything. See, you see my CPU here. Oh, this isn't really good. I actually have to switch it. I didn't realize. But then let's go. Yeah, you'll notice something very soon. So this is my CPU, this is my memory. The memory is the RAM. So you notice that the memory here is pretty good enough. I'm running on 16 gigs of memory. It is using 15.9 gigabytes. Then we have our disk here, that's our hard drive. Sorry, if you click on our hard drive too, you see some things about it. 100%, it's going at 100%, CPU is going at 100%, and it's reducing, so it goes up and down and up and down. Then we have our disk here, we have our Wi-Fi. You can see that our Wi-Fi is going, yeah, this is weird, it's going at 6 megabytes per second, but then OBS is transferring at 1 kilobyte, 1000 kilobytes per second and upwards. That's 1 megabytes. So you see everything here. I have two GPUs. I'm running on two GPUs, an integrated GPU and a dedicated GPU. That's a NVIDIA GeForce 1060, RTX 1060 or GTX. It's an RTX. So what we are going to do is to go to this part. You count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When you go to 6, you see details. This is showing you every system which is running in your computer, that's in the background. And with this in particular, this is how you can be able to determine, or one way you can be able to catch viruses or malicious software. So with this, you can see the manufacturer of the the process which is running. So you can see which manufacturer is running that particular process, and then you can stop it. So what you do, let me take MS Word like this. I don't do this because I'm currently there, but then let me just show you something. So I'll click on MS Word, if you can see it here. Then I'll right click. You right click on any to open this. Now the major options you should take note of is end task. We have end task, and then we have end process tree. So I am going to choose end task. When I bring up end task, or when I click on end task, oh my god, you see this here. So you just click on end process. This would close the process for you, or this will close the background application which is running. So I'm going to cancel because I don't want to do that. Then the second option is to end process tree. This is something in data structures that I wouldn't want to explain, but then basically the process tree is the a list of connected processes with just one parent. So if Microsoft Edge is open here, there are other softwares or other processes that are also opened like this. You see there are a lot of tabs here, plenty, and they are all linked together. So when you close or you end a process tree, it's going to cut everything. But then it will also ask you, do you want to end it? We will say yes, but I don't want to end it. I'm doing something in it. So we are going to just cancel this for now. Please, if you are here, I am monitoring the chat section. So please, if you are here, let me know. This is getting so lonely. Hello. Please, who is here? Let me know if you are here, please. Okay. So that is what it is going to do. So now let's check up on our friend here. Oh, it is still running. You see, it is at pass 3. This is the main partition. This is where all like the operating system's files are, and you can see it's still running. So it's pretty messed up. But then when you come here, it has finished, and then they've told you that okay. Then if you see here, 0% fragmented. This means that it has cleared, it has arranged everything for you. If I pressed analyze, it will show me the amount of percentage of the disk that is fragmented, but then I have done everything already by pressing optimize, so it has defragmented it for me. But then still, the disk C, which is the main partition, is still running. You can see it here. So we are still going to read some past 5. It will take a long time. So we'll continue. If you notice, the rest here are unavailable. This is because this one, the fourth one, is my SD card. That's where my videos are on. And then this one is it's a CD something. CD something. Something. So we are still going to wait for this to finish. Please, if you are watching the live, I beg you, comment. Let's know how everything is going. Still, I'm the only one here. I actually wish that I could go and come back, but then like go and share the link and everything. But then I still have to deliver. So we are still going to continue with this. So let's see how everything goes. Great. So this is it for just doing the background application. This is the easiest way to combat your background applications. So now we are going to be doing partitions. I mentioned this. So let me get over to our file manager and I'm going to show you something very sweet. Now look here. We have Windows C and then we have this. I've named it data because there are a lot of things here. Please, there are a lot of things here. If you keep opening, you see a lot of things. Seriously, like a lot of things. In fact, this is the most one. You see a lot of things here. My mouse is messing up. It's clicking on its own, like it's clicking double instead of a single. Okay, so here we go. A partition basically is a division of a main storage. So in my laptop here, I have only one hard disk. That is 1 terabyte of hard disk in my laptop here. It's a hard disk drive. We'll explain that in the hardware part. Now for this hard disk drive, if you notice here, I have divided them into Windows C, which is the main partition. That is where the laptop boots from. If you delete this thing right now, you have to install Windows again. You will lose all your software. Seriously. Seriously, you lose all your software. So what you do with partitions is that you have to divide your partition. So if you have a single hard drive on your laptop, you create that partition so that you have one partition for solely keeping files, like personal files, separate files and everything, whilst you have your main partition, and that's where your operating system is going to run from. So it is isolated from your personal files, so you will not be messed up, you not mess up your files, you keep something here and you can't find it and all of that. You can create 2, 3, 4, 5, as many partitions as possible, and that's up to you. So I'm going to show you how to create a partition. Go to your keyboard, you see the Windows button, click on it, just type disk partition, and it has even brought it. Even if you type disk, it has brought it for you. Create and format hard disk partition. So we open it right here, and then there you go. We have this. It's coming. It is trying to scan. There we go. So if you notice, it is showing me that we have 2 different things going on here. The first one is the main drive. If you notice, it is showing here 931.9 gigabytes. If you round it, that is 1 terabyte. And then if you notice here too, we have 14.89. If you round it, that's 15 gigabytes, but then it's actually 14. So where is the 89 coming from? Hey. Okay, so we are going to be focusing on our hard drive, which is in the laptop. If you notice here, it has created some partitions, but then the ones that are accessible to me is the Windows C and then the data D. The rest are hidden. These ones are being used by the system, so we aren't going to touch them. So assuming I had a full partition, I can do that to my SD card. I'm going to try it. Assuming I had a full partition like this, and I right click, they'll ask me to, okay, I don't have it. It's supposed to be a make partition. Then let me do this to data D. I don't want to do this. Hey. Hey, let's go. This is for you guys. I can't even do this. Make partition as, oh, sorry. Okay, see here. Sorry. Then let's try it with the SD card. Okay, it's so I can't do it with it, so we are going to do it with this partition. This partition has a lot of my data on it. If I lose it, it is for you guys. Let's go. So we are going to shrink volume. You go to shrink volume. Click on shrink. Hey, I'm afraid. Hmm. Ah. Hmm. Let's continue. When you come to shrink volume, it asks you the amount of storage you want to shrink. So basically, if let's say I had 32 gigabytes of storage, if I want to shrink it or divide it to 14 or something, they'll ask me here. So I'll have to choose. Please, I'm not going to do that. Please, I'm not going to do that. So no, I'm not going to do that. Not in this video. No. But then basically you just run through the process. Let me show you again. You go to shrink volume. It runs through. You come here. Now this is seen. It's measured in terabytes. It's measured in gigabytes. Sorry. The thing you should know is that from this 8 here, this 8 going here, that's megabytes. So you have 8, it is going to give you 8 megabytes. When I move it to this side, it is going to give me 48 gigabytes. Are you right? Jehiel, are you right? Don't lie to them. Don't lie to them. Jehiel. Okay, it's already in megabytes here, so it's my fault. So it means that all of this is 148,000. That's 148 megabyte. That is equivalent to 148 gigabytes. So it wants to partition my file into 148 gigabytes, but then no, I don't want that. So I can reduce it to, let's say I want only 8 gigabytes. Know that the if count from the back, one if count from the back, 1 2 3, that's 157. All of those are 000, and in computing, 3 zeros is for megabytes. That's megabyte is raised to the power positive 3. So this means that this is 8,000 and that is 8 gig. But then I don't want 8 gig. If you add this 8, it becomes 4 zeros, and that's wow, Jehiel, wow, bon. Sorry. Sorry, but then this is 8 gigs, but then I don't want 8 gigs. I don't want to do anything. So you shrink it. When you shrink it, it creates an isolated file for you, something like this. Then you run through a process, and then you add it to a drive letter, and then you move on. Yes, so we have been streaming for 41 minutes. Let me finish this very fast, and then we'll call it a day. So it's actually very simple. Now let's move on to the next agenda, which is these are tips. Sorry, partition drive. Yeah, don't. Yeah, so now these are tips that you should take note of. Let me switch here really quick. Yeah, so sorry for the whole thing. I'll just adjust everything later, but then these are for the tips that you should know basically. So if you are using your laptop, you should get a laptop stand. You need a laptop stand. It's really helpful because with some laptops their air vents are below, or some of them have their air vents directly under the lid, that is behind it. So with the laptop stands, it elevates your laptop into like a particular level, maybe 45 degrees, 39 degrees, depending on how you set it up. When you do this, air is able to circulate around the air vents, and then it prevents heat from building up. Oh wow, someone has come here. Yeah, everything is actually blurry. You can't see the screen. I'm not using the screen right now. You can't actually see the if you can't see the screen, try to adjust your settings. You have to go to your settings, and then you go to the streaming quality. Right now I'm moving at 1920 by 1080 pixels, so you can either leave it at 720 or 1080, but then know that when you increase your streaming quality, it's going to suck your data, it's going to suck your data. So just know that. Yes. So yeah, so that is actually it. Let me just correct this right now. Check your streaming quality. 1080 or 720. Okay. Hmm. But then please, if you come, the video would be available offline. Hopefully, I just hope that I don't delete it. Yes, so you have to be able to get a laptop stand. With me, I don't. If I get a laptop stand, it means that I'll have to get a keyboard or an external keyboard because it will be too high up. So what I've done is that I have stacked books, bulky books underneath it. So my laptop right now is placed at an angle around 15 to 25 degrees, and then this helps for air to pass around the laptop. Now, why am I asking you to get a laptop stand to prevent heat from building up? If your device or if the components in your laptop overheat or even heat to a slight what degree, you are going to get laggy what processes, you are going to get a lagging laptop because these components wouldn't be able to run properly. They'll be heated up and they can't perform to their fullest. So that's why some gaming laptops have cooling what mechanisms. Like I'm using the MSI GP62R, and then it has cooling mechanisms. I can literally just turn it on here and then you would hear it. You would hear the fan giving. I have settings where I can adjust the speed of my fan so that I know that yes, it is cooling the system for me. So get a laptop stand. That's something that you should know. And also, if you are going in for a laptop or if you are new to the whole laptop thing and you want to get a laptop that wouldn't run slow, look in for CPU, RAM, and GPU, and also storage device. These are very important. So now we are moving into the hardware department. We have captured or we have talked about the software department. These are some tips that you can go through. But before we go into the hardware department, let's check our system. There we go. It is still running. Wow. So that's why my laptop has been running slow. Honestly, I'm using a hard disk drive, but there's a slot for an what is it n M.2 NVMe SSD. It's a slot for it, but then there's no SSD in it, and it's running fully with a hard disk drive, and it's at its limits. And I didn't even know. See, right now we are going at 58%. It's not yet done. It is still doing 50% consolidated. It is still doing parts past 5. It is still going on. So that's actually my fault. Oh, I'm not even showing my screen for you so you see what is going on. This is what is going on. You see, so this is actually all my fault. Okay, yeah, she's saying it's all fixed. Yep, all fixed. That's quite cool. This is actually all my fault. I haven't been maintaining my laptop myself, but I've been teaching people how to maintain it, and that's very sad. So if you notice here, my laptop, the just the Windows C, that's the main partition. It is it has been fragmented crazily because we are still running. It's at 5 past 5, 59% consolidated. It's not yet finished. It's not yet finished. So this is my fault. That is why you should actually check your systems properly. There are other software tricks or there are other software tips to make your laptop run fast. But then these software tips are very crazy. They are risky, but then you should do it. That's I'll do another video explaining those ones specifically. See, because if you come here, let me move here and then let me show you some things. I'm running all these softwares on my laptop. This I have folders for all of them, and that's very crazy. They are all chewing space. Seriously, they are all taking up space. I literally have all the three browsers installed on my laptop. MS Edge, Firefox and Chrome. That is because I need to be able to experiment on these videos and give you those what things that you guys want, whatever. Yes, so these are all the things running. There are a lot of ways to be able to speed up your PC. I have showed you just a bit. If you want us to go, I can go 2 hours explaining all of these things to you, but Charlie, I don't have data. My data will finish right now, so let's move on to the hardware tips. Basically, yeah, so we are moving the. Yeah, sorry, slip of hand. So we are moving back to full screen. Let's talk now for the hardware part of this. I'm going to run really fast. First of all, if you are beginning or you are getting a laptop, look through CPU, RAM, and your hard drive or your storage device. It's very important. And why am I saying this? This is because with your CPU is going to be running the processes. It's going to be running your tasks. Your RAM is like a lunch box where you keep all your food, so that when you eat it, when you want to eat it, you open up you open it up and then you eat it basically. So with the RAM, what it does is that is what is going to keep the amount of open tasks. If you notice, let me try bringing this up for you. If you look down here on my system, these are, let me, I keep forgetting. Let's move into